this is a drawing my dad did, and he's going to tell the story of where it came from.
Okay, behind this story, this is a pencil I did based on my granddaughter Elena a couple years ago in school wanted to write an interesting story about somebody in her family. So she approached me and said, "Did I have any interesting stories?" And I thought, well, yeah, there was something that happened in an incident in Vietnam that I've always kind of thought was kind of unique and stuff. So I drew a picture of it. And what it is I was stationed, my unit was stationed, my battalion was stationed in this village along the Qua Viet River in Vietnam as a base camp. And out of this base camp, we'd conduct operations in the area looking for the enemy or engaging the enemy. And one day when we were getting all of our gear together in the village well down there, everybody was getting their canteens filled, and we were going to walk down to the zone where the helicopters were going to pick us up and take us up north, where we found this enemy position. It had a lot of a village called Lien that had a lot of bunkers, and it was heavily defended by an NVA force of soldiers. Well, just as I was getting ready to leave, one of the little village girl came up. We befriended. We'd been there about a month and a half, 2 months, and we befriended a lot of the little village kids in the village. They're cute little kids. And this one little girl come up to me. I know I can't remember her name or anything, and I don't even remember how old she was. She was about 6, 7 years old, 5, 6, 7, right around there. She handed me a flower. I didn't know, it looked like a little orchid or something. And one of the interpreters down there, asked her, well, what was it? She says, well, she was giving it to me and it was for good luck. Well, I thought that was kind of neat, so it was cool. And I put it and I stuffed it in my flak jacket down there. And about 3 days later, we assaulted this village that was about 3 or 4 miles south of the DMZ. And it was a pretty tough fight. It was kind of a nasty little fight, kind of brutal. We lost, I think, 18 guys killed and like almost 70 wounded. So, and it was pretty intense. And during that time, it was pretty hairy. It was my personal best. It wasn't the biggest battle I was in or something, but from my personal perspective, it was the toughest fight I'd been in. And I didn't think I was going to make it out, without getting killed or wounded or something like that. But about 3 days later, 4 days later, I found myself back in the village, and I tried to look this little girl up and everything. And they always appreciated getting sea ration or food supplies. We'd get sea rations and a lot of canned fruit and candy bars, chocolate candy bars. So I got a bunch of canned fruit and candy bars, and I looked her up and I gave it to her and told her that it was kind of a present from me because of her lucky flower protected me. And I didn't describe anything to her. I just said it was a real bad time and it protected me. And she was so excited and everything. She just smiled and laughed and everything. And like I said, to this day, I can still remember that little girl's excitement when I gave that to her.
Oh, her lucky flower.
Yeah. So that was the name of the story that Elena used, was The Lucky Flower.
Such a talented artist as well.
That's a drawing. It's a pencil drawing that I did.
Awesome.